Funny enough, I was dealing with James and Megan with NBK originally, but I think it went back as far as probably 2017. I got a few quotes in, went to a few places, and strange enough, there are very few bathroom designers in Norwich. There are quite a lot of kitchen designers, but not a lot of people do bathrooms. But at the time when I got quotes through, they were good. But at the time other things came up. With my job I work away, it just wasn't, I was time conscious and I couldn't tell when and where I was going to be. So I had to leave it for a while, but then I came back to NBK once I did more research. And what I did like about NBK was the fact that they do from start to finish and you're involved in the entire thing. That's what really stood out. And then I just looked at all the reviews over the period of NBK's business. They were really, really good, and that's what really stood out. And I thought, well, I'm all for keeping it local. So I went back down, reintroduced myself to James. He says, I remember you from 2 years ago. And then we kicked it off again. Came back, remeasured everything, and he said, yeah, we can make this work. And then when I introduced what I considered a spanner in the works, which is moving the wall, they looked at it and went, that's not a problem. We'll just add it to the cost. From start to finish, I was dealing with James a lot with the designs. Megan was in the background. And then Millie took over when the process started. Very, very communicative. I love the fact that I could just turn up at the office on an appointment date, or if we have to make an appointment. It's very flexible, considering I can't guarantee what dates I'm going to be in and out of the country. So we used to book like well ahead, and I give them a shout, go, I can't make that date, can we do it a week later, or can we do it a week earlier? And it was quite nice just to sit down and go through the entire process, step by step, and then physically walk around the showroom and go, I like that, don't like this, can we make this happen? What's that, can that go in there, what would that look like? And apologies, but we used Megan as a substitute because I can't pick fashion my tastes are awful. So it's nice to have another perspective, a female's perspective of what it would look like in a certain space. So we used Megan quite a bit for the tile designs and how does this look? So it was quite good, I like that. So it was very involved, and because it was quite a long process from design to installation, purely because of my time constraints, I was able to see different designs pop in to the showroom. So one of the times, I think these tiles were on display, but these weren't. Came back the second time and went, James, can we get those tiles rather than the ones you had on the wall, which I think were originally slate grey? And he went, yeah, no problem, just into the program. That's what it roughly should look like. And I think it went for a square sink. And then I saw the round sink right before the cut-off date for the designs. And I went, actually, I want a stone round sink. And he went, yeah, we'll put that in. I want to say a special thanks, obviously, to James, Megan, Millie, yourself, and especially Dan the fitter, because Dan was awesome in this place. From start to finish, Dan was here. He was joined by Blake, Ben, and Lee the plasterer and Mike the electrician. Really, really good guys. What I love about the bathroom, obviously, is the showpiece, the shower. This is what we did. This is the main reason for extending the wall, was to have a separate bath and shower. And I wanted a walk-in shower, so I got one. And then obviously you got I call it the casserole bath, or casserole dishwasher bath. Yeah, I wanted to make it sort of clean, minimalistic to a point, but modern. And I think I achieved that. I don't do chrome, so it's all fitted. Fixtures and fittings are clean, clear, and I've gone for I think it's a burnished titanium, which is really nice. It complements the room. I didn't want to make it pure bland white. I wanted like little features here, little things like the beading is the same colour as the taps, which is lovely. It sends it off nicely, and I've got my feature wall, which is the copper. I call it the copper slate.